was and hey, look here. It's a lot going on in Colorado, y'all. It is a whole lot going on. And we gotta break it down. You know, we got a new DC, got a new a new defensive coordinator, a new D line coach. Defensive coordinator went to the Broncos. So let's just jump off into all of this and talk about what this season may look like, what it may feel like from the Colorado side, what it may feel like from the outside with other people who watch Colorado. Because there's a lot of talk going on. And you know, Colorado, y'all know how that is. We get down with them. So we got to ride, y'all. Now, what's crazy is, did I expect Rob Livingston to leave at this point? No. But when I saw his name out there for the Cowboys a few weeks ago, it let you know he was looking. But it felt like, okay, it was over because we almost in the spring ball. But hey, was it nah. I still looking. But the thing is, he doesn't have to move his family. He had to move his family from Cincinnati to Colorado. Now that he in Colorado, he moved over there to Denver Broncos so he could stay wherever he was located at and drive to Denver if he already went in Denver or near Denver. Because, you know, Boulder and Denver like that. So that was an easy move for him and his family. And driving wise, he ain't even got to leave the state. Ain't got to leave the city. He ain't got to leave where he at. Period. Now, the thing is, you got Coach Marv. He was on the staff as a linebacker coach. Now, when I saw this move at the gate, I already knew that, to me, he was next in line. Him or George Hilo was next in line for the DC if Rob Livingston ever bust a move. Well, the move came quick. So to me, it looked like Coach Prime was already looking at it. Hey, I need to have somebody on here to be the next man up. Yeah, I could go with George Hilo, but hey, George Hilo might leave and be a head coach somewhere at the end of the season. So let me go with bring somebody in that could be my DC. And Chris Marv was a DC for Virginia Tech. And with that, he wants another shot at it. Now, Virginia Tech, see, people gonna look up Virginia Tech and say they was sorry. He might have had some good defense, might have had some sorry defense. But Virginia Tech been sorry for a while, y'all. That's why James Franklin is there. Nobody couldn't get it. They couldn't get it done after Frank Beamer. So they're looking for the next guy. James Franklin looked like he will get it done. So that's a different ball game. Chris Marv, you got to work with whatever going on with your offense. If your offense ain't that good, your defense might not be that good because the offense always trash down the field. But hey, that's neither here nor there. He has defensive coordinator up on his belt. He's been there since the start of this year. Now he gets to run it. But let's jump off into it, y'all. You have Rob Livingston has took his talents back to the NFL. Now, I told y'all over and over and over that Rob Livingston was going to leave. And people kept saying, why are you saying that? He just got, I like to look at the future. I like to look at people, position it, and see what they're going to do. I'm telling y'all now in advance, if that go-go offense takes off and a big boy head coaching job open, hey, Coach Marion could hit that thing. He just very well could. So look at Coach Marion on a year-to-year basis because he that time like Chris Marv, I feel like he'll stay a while. I just do. But so Rob Livingston did 24. Defense was nice. 25, it just didn't quite. But the offense really wasn't giving him that much to work with either. Okay, so cool. Rob Livingston tested. I think last year. Hold on. I think at the end of the season of 24, his name popped up, but nothing happened. But now his name popped up. And I always told people, he wants to be a defensive coordinator in the NFL and a head coach in the NFL. I'm pretty sure it's them two in order. Well, the Broncos gave him the title that he needed. Because while he was in the NFL, he was only a safety coach with the Bengals. Okay, cool. You're only a safety coach. Come down to the college level, you're a defensive coordinator. So that looks very good on your resume. Then you go out and dominate your first year. Your next year, not so much, but your first year you dominated. Okay, cool. You know you want to go back to the NFL. You just writing on the right move. Dallas, that's easy for your family to fly over if they want to stay in Cleveland. I mean, Colorado, they can fly over unless they move there too. If the wife don't want to move, cool, she don't want to move. But Denver even better. We ain't got to move. We ain't got to do nothing. We could keep the same location, ride out. Well, that's what they gonna do. Now that he has the passing game coordinator on his title, that moves him just a little, basically defensive coordinator next. Because you got safety up under your belt. Now you got passing game coordinator. The next step is DC. Safety, passing game coordinator, DC. And then the step after that, safety, passing game coordinator, DC, head coach. That's his order. Will he get that? I don't know. But I feel he's going to get that defensive coordinator at some point. Now the Broncos ball out. They good. They head to the lead. Now, you look at it in this sense. He's getting a fresh start. He going back to the NFL. Ain't nothing he got to worry about. He just got to do whatever they want to do. He done been a safety coach, so this ain't hard. Passing game coordinator, he ready. He ready for the title. He ready. So he's going to go good over there. What happens at Colorado now? Glad we in the implement stages. Now, do we stick with what we was doing last year and run that terminology, or does Chris Marv tweak it a little bit? I'm gonna say it's in between. I'm gonna say it's in between. We could run with what they had, but you could tweak it. But who's on there to tell you what's going down, to call the plays? So that's George Hilo. I think George Hilo is the next man up to be a defensive coordinator or head coach, period. So George Hilo probably going to get in there with Chris Marv. But Chris Marv, again, been a defensive coordinator, so this ain't nothing new to him. Now, he get a fresh start. These your boys. These your guys. Now, I don't know how he's been acting with them from the jump, but pretty much once you've been that guy, offense coordinator, defense coordinator, head coach type stuff, that's in you. That's how you carry yourself. You done been there, done that. So he's probably was already carrying himself like a defensive coordinator anyways. Now he gets the opportunity. It's his second go round. Now he gets his opportunity, and we finna see how that thing go. It's game time now. Miss Beverly, what's good? Nice girl. LJ. So I want to see Coach Prime win. I want to see him dominate. How will this season go? I really don't know, because you got a new defensive line coach. Now, everybody within the Colorado organization, the program, they're showing Coach Carter major love. Maybe he is that guy, but we're going to find out. On the outside, it looked like, yeah, I know he was your graduate assistant, but could you have went for a bigger name? But again, he was at Texas College. His defensive line dominated. You give him the opportunity to see what he do with it. Coach Prime continues to give guys opportunity. Johnny Mack, that was an opportunity. The offensive coordinator, Coach Marion, the Power 4 offensive coordinator, I don't think he had that up on his belt. He got it now. He has that title now, Power 4 offensive coordinator. The high school coach, that's now a college coach. That never had that. Now he got it. Phil Loho was never officially a program's offensive line coach. He got that through Coach Prime. Coach Danzig never was at the Power 4 level as a coach, I don't believe. Coach Prime gave him the opportunity. So Coach Prime give guys opportunities, and it looked like they take them and run with it. So hopefully Coach Carter can get out here and dominate on that defensive line. Hopefully Coach Marv can dominate. But then you look at it, Rob Livingston. Rob Livingston he coached at the college level, but not at the Power 4 level. He coached at the FCS, William and Mary. Nobody ain't really thinking about them ever. So, and that was a long time ago. So his most recent stuff was the NFL. So coming down to college, he got with George Hilo, and they ran it. That first year was amazing. But they had a lot of big-time players, a lot of playmakers. So follow that up with year 2, I think that was pretty good based on what Coach Prime had in 24 versus what he had in 25, offense and defense. So all of it play a match. So we finna see how this thing go. Derek, you said is Coach Sapp still with CU Coach Sapp? I would think so. I would think he's gonna come within a few days. I ain't heard him saying he tap out, and I would think if Coach Prime hired a guy that was a GA with them in 25, I would think Warren Sapp coming back. 100%, I think Warren Sapp coming back, just to be that buffer for him. So if I'm a defensive line coach, yeah, I want the room, but at the same time, you got a Warren Sapp there. You can't help but win because Warren Sapp, that's a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of information. Now you hitting stuff from a player who done it at the highest level and sitting again at the college level. And they can break that thing down. Y'all can break that thing down together. So now you advance your coaching career just being with Warren Sapp. So I think it's a win. I think Warren Sapp is there. I think he probably going to be back for spring ball. He most likely guaranteed to come. If he wouldn't even come back for the season, they would definitely need him for the spring. But I think he is coming back for the season and definitely for the spring because Coach Carter, he was there in 25. Now let's run it. Let's see what he do. But y'all, Coach Prime gives coaches opportunity. Marshall Falk never was a coach. Bam, got with Coach Prime. Now he head coach. Coach Kelly was some with Alabama, not even one of the main guys no more. And Coach Prime hollered back at him. Now Coach Kelly is a head coach. Never was a head coach until getting up under the wings of Coach Prime. Now, he did go to Auburn the year before that, but still, Coach Prime dishing him out. Sean Lewis, yeah, he was at Kent State, but that spotlight with Coach Prime, San Diego State is a winning program anyways. If you could get San Diego State in the right direction, you'll win. Coach Kelly at Jacksonville State in Alabama. That's a winning program. If you get them in the right direction, you can shake something. So that's what we got going on here, y'all. I'm happy for everybody involved, everybody getting their opportunity. But one thing about it, I know a lot of people gonna say, well, the season look like it's trash. Like I see people as I'm strolling, people think the season gonna be trash. People think the season gonna be good. People think Coach Prime gonna get destroyed in the first 4 games. My thing is, we have to me, it feels like a better offensive situation going into this year. On defense, you got a former defensive coordinator stepping back in as a defensive coordinator. So he gets to prove himself again on a big stage. I think we're going to be all right. I think Colorado will be all right. But again, Coach Prime already know this. He got to win. He needs bare minimum 8 games. But just to say he got a winning season, he needs 7 wins. That is considered a winning season. 7-6 is a winning season. 8 and up, you already know a winning season. But 7-6 is a winning season. Like and that's say 7-5 during the season. And if he happened to lose the bowl game, he's still 7-6 versus 6-7. So you don't want to be at 6-6 at the end of the season because you don't know what's gonna happen in that bowl game. But if he can end the season 7 wins, I'll be happy for him. Cause based on how everything going and to get to this point, yeah, I take that. I take that. Do I prefer 8 and up? Yes. 9 and up? Yes. 10 and up? Yes. 11, 12? Yes. We gonna see how it go, y'all. There, you say I'm happy with the hire of Coach Marv. Being that, yeah, especially being that he was a DC, especially being that he done got his feet wet. This ain't gonna be new to him. It ain't no fresh start. And to me, he was called and hired to actually be the next man up, honestly. I felt like that was a next man up move. Like from the jump. Soon, okay, you got a former DC. Oh, you next man up. It's just whenever Rob Livingston made that move and will he go with George Hilo? Well, he didn't go with George Hilo. He went with what he brought in, Chris Marv. Now you have it where Coach Prime may be the only staff outside of a HBCU which that's historical black colleges and universities. He might be the only staff that has a black head coach, black OC, a black DC. They better come with it, cause all eyes gonna be on that. They better come with, but they have the right mindset. Everybody done been through enough to make this the move. So I know they in there talking about, boy, hey, do what you do, boy. Chris, do what you do. Boy, you done been there, done that. Let's run it back. You done got your feet wet. Live action. Coach Marion. Boy, you on the scene, you in the spotlight, boy, you act like me. Hey, boy, you better put the go to the map. I'm trusting in y'all little young bucks now. Hey, y'all little young boys better come through. Come through now. This your opportunity. You want the spotlight? Well, you got the spotlight. Come on now. I got your back. I got staff. Now, see, the other thing too is, will Coach Marv still coach the linebackers? And now, do we need a safeties coach? Because Coach Rob Livingston was a safety coach. That's the thing with that. Monet, what's good? Nice girl. Yeah, Art, what's happening? And see, y'all too, the Broncos, looking at the Broncos now, looking at them Broncos, this is a great situation for, let me see what them Broncos got up here. Broncos, hold on, y'all. I know they AFC West. I said it today. I think I was right. Yep, I was right. All right, I got my little book, but let me see where was Coach Van Joseph last year? Was he always with the Broncos, or what? I'm finna find out now. Final countdown. Okay, he was. Okay, so Van Joseph is the defensive coordinator for the Broncos. You know what, man? The Broncos I might check the Broncos out for real. I might cover them, add them to the thing. But Van Joseph got 21 years in the league, 5 with this team. So that's real good. Now, Jim Leonard left as the passing game coordinator because once you get that title, you right there to be a head coach. So Jim Leonard left, and I want to see what Jim Leonard do with the Bills. I want that boy to ball. I want to do good. I think he got a future head coach up on him. But Vince Joseph already worked with Rob Livingston. So them two gonna get right back at it. And he needed a passing game coordinator. The Broncos are good. So I like that. I'm glad he been with them 5 years. Glad he been with them 5 years. Well, probably 6 now. So this is going on the 7th year. I like that. But now look what my book said. The book said Van Joseph was on the hot seat going into this year. Y'all know how that go. I guess, ooh, boy, they put some points up on them. But he held it down this year. He held it down. They almost went to the Super Bowl. So say what you might. That boy almost went to the Super Bowl. Fresh Air was good. All right, you say follow lines. I'm gonna take a look at them. I'm glad. I'm glad at everybody now. I'm just put some people that's out there on there and just roll with it. Everybody gonna have opportunity on that Life Football channel. Everybody gonna have opportunity for NFL wise. But yes, y'all, that's what's going on in Colorado. Whew. From the outside, you'll say, man, coach, what's going on? But when you really look at it, Rob Livingston never was going to stay that long, y'all. And I kept telling y'all Rob Livingston was going to dip. All right, when you really look at it, a former defensive coordinator on your squad, you know he want that back. Well, he got it back. Coach Prime really, truly needs to win this year. But if you look at their history now, because this going on year 4 at Colorado. At Colorado, 4 wins, 9 wins. 3 wins, can it be 8 wins or more? I take 8, and I'll take 7. 7 and 6 gonna look ugly. 8 and 5, I could rock with that. 9 and 4, that looks feel good, look good. 10-3. And I'm just saying if they was to lose the bowl game. Just 7-6 ain't pretty, but it's way better than 3 or 4 wins. We gonna see. Fresh Air, you say, I hope Coach Prime has a great season. Me too. Me too. Monet, you say, I wonder what the defense scheme will be this year. See, it's so close to spring ball that I don't know if he going to tell, hey, Chris, come in with your terminology. But then what the players already know. But then again, it's a whole new set of new guys. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot. Just figure everything out through the spring, run it during the summer, get the rolling in August. And boy, that game against Georgia Tech in the ATL, shawty, yeah, woo-wee. But that thing gonna be game on. Miss Barrett, you say my brother gonna be in Tampa area for a month next month. Much love to touch back. Yeah. Hey, you know I'm right there around the corner. Monet, you say I hope they don't be man hungry unless we have some dogs, as the young folks say. Hey, if we could run it. But if your defensive line causing problems, we're going to be in a great situation. If the defensive line can do what they do, like we really got some go-getters out there for the pass rush and stopping the run, and then some linebackers and the secondary guys, then we'll be good. So, y'all, now the next move is who going to be our safety coach? Well, because I don't think Marv going to, I don't know his whole history, what has been coached, but I know he was a linebacker. Pretty sure if they wanted him to, he could coach safeties. Pretty sure he could do it. You might even have Mathis to coach the nickel and the safeties. I don't know how they going to do it, but because you can move hard back to linebacker. I know y'all be talking trash about hard, but they could move hard back to linebacker and Marv get the safeties. But that's going to be on Coach Prime them. If they do something, it need to be done soon because spring ball about to start. But look, y'all. Monet, you say Preston has been keeping up with Boo Carter. Do you think he will get playing time? Yes. Now, what they position gonna be, he gonna be one of them guys that move around a lot. He could be back there like a safety, back there like a nickel, back there like a dime, out like a corner. You can move him everywhere. He got the talent. You can move him everywhere. But look, y'all, I just wanted to holler at y'all and ride out with y'all. Now, I am about to jump on Life and Football. I got to make my thumbnail, and I'm jumping on Life and Football. So give me about 5, 6, 7 minutes, and I'm finna jump on Life and Football and ride out. Well, hey, they been asking Todd Monken a lot of questions. I ain't know Shador bought that man a birthday gift, but hey, blessings to y'all. About to go on Life and Football. Give me a few minutes,